Good morning, students. Welcome to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. Today we are going to start part 3 of chapter number 6, Combustion and Flame. The process of extinguishing a fire is called firefighting. Now students, how do we control fire? When a fire brigade arrives, what does it do? It pours water on the fire. Water cools the combustible material so that its temperature is brought below its ignition temperature. This prevents the fire from spreading. Water vapors also surround the combustible materials, helping in cutting off the supply of air. So the fire is extinguished. So student, in this way we can control fire. Children, this is a picture of a fire brigade in action. Now I will give you a brief idea that how does a firefighter work. What are the main duties of a firefighter? Firefighter respond to fire alarms, accidents like automobiles, industrials, aviation, etc. Building collapse, act of nature like tornado, floods, etc. and other emergency incidents. Firefighter rescue victims. Firefighter control fire using equipments and method like axes, water, chemical extinguisher, ladder, vehicles, boats, etc. It provide first aid and provide safety education to the public. Now children, we will discuss about requirements to start a fire. It means how fire is caused and what are the different ways of firefighting or putting off fires. Any fire needs three things to be present. First one is fuel. It means combustible substance should be present. Second one is air. Air means oxygen should be present. And third one is heat. Heat means to raise the temperature of the fuel beyond the ignition temperature. If any one of these three things is removed, then the burning will stop and fire will be extinguished. Thus, a fire can be extinguished in three ways. First one is by removing the fuel. It means by removing the combustible substances. Second one is by removing the heat. It means by cooling it with water. And third one is by cutting off air supply to the burning substances. It means we will supply with carbon dioxide, etc. Student, always notice that the fuel is in most cases cannot be eliminated. If for instance a building catches fire, the whole building is the fuel and that building cannot be removed. So students, we will discuss about fire extinguisher. The most common fire extinguisher is water. Thus firemen extinguish the fire by throwing water under pressure on the burning things such as houses, factories or other buildings. Water works as a fire extinguisher only when things like wood and paper, etc. are on fire. The fires caused by burning oil, that is petrol, or those caused by electricity, however, cannot be extinguished by using water. This is because water is heavier than oil and petrol. So when water is thrown over burning oil, it means petrol, it settles down. The oil or the petrol floats on water and continues to burn. Thus, fires caused by burning oil cannot be extinguished by pouring water over it. Similarly, the fires caused by electrical short circuit in an electrical appliance or in electric wire should not be extinguished by throwing water. This is because ordinary water conducts electricity to some extent. So when water is thrown over the burning electrical appliance, It can give electric shock to the person involved in firefighting. Thus, water cannot be used to extinguish fire caused by electricity. The electric fires and inflammable materials like petrol are extinguished by using carbon dioxide gas. Fire extinguisher. Carbon dioxide gas is denser than air and forms a layer around the burning substances. Carbon dioxide layer covers the fire like a blanket, due to which fresh air cannot reach the burning substances. The burning substances does not get oxygen of air and hence stops burning. Since the contact between the fuel and the oxygen is cut off due to carbon dioxide, the fire is controlled. The added advantage of carbon dioxide is that in most cases it does not harm the electrical equipment. That means carbon dioxide used for extinguishing fire can be stored as a liquid at a high pressure in cylinders called fire extinguisher. When released from cylinder, carbon dioxide expands enormously in volume and cools down. In this way, carbon dioxide not only forms a blanket around the burning substance, it also cools down the burning substance. This makes carbon dioxide an excellent fire extinguisher. Now students, we will learn about types of combustion by performing some activities. Precaution should be taken and caution: do not handle the gas stove yourself. Ask your parents to help. Bring a burning matchstick or a gas lighter near a gas stove in the kitchen. Turn on the knob of the gas stove. What do you observe? We will observe that the gas burns rapidly and produces heat and light. So, this type of combustion is known as rapid combustion. The combustion reaction in which a large amount of heat and light are produced in a short time is called rapid combustion. So, the immediate burning of cooking gas, that is LPG, in a gas stove to give heat and light is an example of rapid combustion. The burning of kerosene oil in a kerosene stove and burning of wax in a candle are also examples of rapid combustion. Another type of combustion is spontaneous combustion. The combustion reaction which occurs on its own without the help of any external heat is called spontaneous combustion. In spontaneous combustion, the substance suddenly bursts into flame and start burning even without being heated. Spontaneous combustion takes place at room temperature. The heat required for spontaneous combustion is produced inside the substance by its slow oxidation. Spontaneous combustion is usually undergone by those substances which have quite low ignition temperature. There are substances like phosphorus which burns in air at room temperature. The spontaneous combustion reaction which take place in nature are very dangerous. For example, the spontaneous combustion of coal dust has resulted in many disastrous fires in coal mines, leading to the death of many persons working in the deep coal mines. Forest fires can also be started by spontaneous combustion reactions, sometimes due to the heat of the sun or due to the spark of light from the sky. Spontaneous combustion of straw and forest wood take place, leading to forest fire. Most of the forest fires are, however, caused due to carelessness of human beings. When human beings throw away cigarette in the forest or leave behind a burning campfire after having a picnic in the forest, then forest fire are started. It is therefore important that burning cigarette, butts, etc. are not thrown in the forest, and campfires are completely extinguished before leaving the forest after a visit. Children, another type of combustion is explosive combustion or explosion. A very fast combustion reaction in which a large amount of heat, light and sound are produced is called explosive combustion or explosion. A large amount of gases is released quickly in an explosive combustion. It is the rapid expansion of these gases which causes a loud sound or explosion. The fireworks, means crackers, etc., which we explode during festivals, works as the explosive combustion of substances. When a cracker is ignited with a burning matchstick, the chemicals present in it undergoes a sudden combustion, produces heat, light and large volume of gases. The gases produced are heated by the heat evolved in the reaction. The hot gases expand rapidly and cause an explosion, producing a loud sound. Explosive combustion or explosion can also take place if pressure is applied on the cracker by hitting it hard. That's all for today's video, student. Thank you and have a nice day.